What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to the AM, guys. Welcome back to 5 Minute Rants. I'm your host, Michael Abernathy, and welcome back to the show predicated on the journey of life and business. Hope life's treating you well. I'm doing better than I deserve. Real quick, guys, before we get into this, if you know somebody whose life would be bettered by sharing this show with them or them listening to it, would you share it with them? I really appreciate help. I really appreciate the help with spreading the word, guys. So anyways, now that I've stumbled through that, I want to talk about how it is so important in life to be clear. And I also want to talk about how simple life is. Well, let's just talk about clarity first. So clarity, I think, is really important in life. Just the simple aspect of getting clear, having clear understanding and clear vision about what you're going to do, where you're headed in life, where you're headed in your career, where you're headed as a business and as an entrepreneur. And the more clear you are, the more easy you're going to find the work that you need to actually do, the real meaningful work that adds to your life, the more easy you're going to find it to be able to do that work. And the quicker that work is going to get done. See, when we get muddled, when we are unclear about what we're supposed to do, all these other things begin to set in, right? You have hopelessness start to set in. Well, I don't know what to do. It's never going to happen. It's because you don't see the path to get there. And by the way, there's a lot of psychology about how we're built for the journey. And if you ever look up dopamine release and based on the journey and things like that, you go Google these sort of things and read, right? And I'm saying Google because everything's on the internet now if you want to learn. And you read about how we're built for the journey, how that releases dopamine. This goes hand in hand with that. Because what I'm talking about is if you're clear on the pathway out of where you're at in life, if you're stuck, if you're miserable, if you're trying to get out of poverty, if you're trying to build something and have a meaningful life, it's the journey and having a clear pathway to do it that really is uplifting and that helps motivate you. But the problem is lack of clarity. Oftentimes when we say, how do you do that? What we really mean when we say that is, I don't see that. I don't see the way to accomplish that. Not how. When we ask how, we're like, how do you do that? We normally get the wrong answer. So if you ever ask the wrong question, you're going to get the wrong answer. Versus, I don't see that. How are we going to accomplish that? Like Andrew and I talk about this. We have two different types of sight. I have a lot of future-focused sight and built sight, and Andrew has a lot of present sight and past sight. Andrew's gifting is amazing when it comes to improvement. And so he asks how are we going to do this? How are we going to fix this problem? But how is normally for the past. We see the problem that occurred. We understand the consequences it put in our life. And then how are we going to keep it from happening again? So how is a really more of a past focused question, right? Versus I don't see that, or I need to see that is more of a future focused thought. And when we're trying to get out in life, or when we're looking at the future, normally we ask how, and again, oftentimes that's a better past facing question. We don't get the answer we're looking for. Instead of being like, oh man, I don't see that. Why can't I see that? And you start asking, why can I not see a way out? What's standing in my way of seeing the pathway out of this? What is standing in my way of seeing the journey to get out of the position I'm in? And what is the way forward? Instead of asking those questions, we start asking how we get stuck. And so clarity, and having clarity of vision, and having clarity and then this is where simplicity comes along, having simplicity come into your life. It will really help generate a large portion of your forward momentum into the future. Not all of it, but a large portion of it. And it is going to generate an ability in you that will help continue moving you down the road. And oftentimes lack of motivation really comes from a lack of clarity. We find ourselves often unmotivated, not because the end goal doesn't excite us. We don't see the current steps in front of us to accomplish that end goal. And oftentimes when you quit, the biggest thing that most people quit over is the unknown. I remember going on long runs with somebody else leading the run, and it would kill me not knowing where the finish line is, because we'd just go run in the woods and be like, where the crap is the finish line? And they would know and I wouldn't know. even though I'd run this distance multiple times, what made it hard was I don't know where the finish line is. I have no point of reference with where we're running. So the unknown, the thought that this is never going to be ending, actually was the hardest part to overcome, not the endurance. Anyways, guys, I'm out of time, so I'll catch you later. Hope you have a great day. Peace.